This is Darby Allin, and you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia and I would like to welcome you to my interview with Darby Allin. Hello.
Oh, miss.
How are you?
Groovy.
Groovy. Ooh,
Yeah,
I love that word.
Yeah, I'm groovy. Shit.
I want to say welcome to AMBY and welcome to Toronto. How does it feel to be wrestling here at Demand Lucha tonight?
Feels good, you know. That's all.
That's it?
That's it. It feels good.
Okay, well, I have to say that you seem absolutely fearless every time that I see you in the ring, and you've actually classified your style of wrestling as death. So what exactly does the death style of wrestling entail?
See, I don't do death matches, so let's not let any homeboys be confused about this. It's just like a risky, like, you know, my whole life I've been doing stunts and like whether it's like the skateboarding or the random stuff for MTV. I'm like not really fearless, and I just like want to, I don't know, just get out there and get crazy because I really don't give a damn about life most of the times. Very nihilistic about my point of views on life. So life's pretty boring.
And you've always been that way from the very beginning?
Yeah, I've always been that way from the start. So a lot of people are like, we want Darby Allin to do this, we want Darby Allin to do that, but like I do whatever I want to do. I don't do it because some bastard tells me to do it. Like I don't want to please like the audience, like in that sense. Like I'm not a puppet. I'm my own goddamn human being. So.
Well, one of the parts of you being your own goddamn human being is the fact that you come out with the very amazing face paint. I love the painted nails. Like, you're just so you and you embrace it every single time.
Yeah, there's actually a story behind the face paint. It's not just like, yeehaw, I'm going to paint my face and be spooky. Everyone's like, Darby, are you a zombie? Like, no, like, shut the hell up. It's, when I was 5 years old, I was driving with my uncle. He picked me up, and he was drunk driving, and he crashed the car, and he died in the accident, and I lived. So the face paint for half the face is like 50% of me is dead inside, like the trust for humans and trust for people. So that's where that comes from. So it's not just a gimmick or to have fun. It's like I kind of feel 50% dead inside, and that's why I got nothing's over till you're underground tattoo.
I was just supposed to bring that up.
And yeah, so it's not a big ha spooky zombie on the indies. So there's some backbone to my shit.
And when did you decide to actually get that tattoo and make sure that's on you permanently?
When I was 18.
It was 18. So
Yeah.
you waited for, is that the age that you can get tattoos, or?
No, I don't know.
No, you just decided.
If I wanted to
hey,
get a
let's
tattoo
it.
when I was 12, I could have got a tattoo when I was 12, like in like
Okay.
where I was from, living in Seattle and shit. So.
Well, you mentioned the skateboarding also earlier, because we know you for the awesome in-ring skills as far as wrestling goes, but was wrestleboarding something that came fairly easy to you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. You got wrestleboarding?
Yeah.
Yeah. The on my Twitter, I filmed the whole skate video part in a wrestling ring, just doing tricks.
Go check it out.
Yeah. So like, you know, I just want to incorporate as much skateboarding in wrestling and not have it be hokey like done in the 80s, like, you know, because like I have friends from Thrasher magazine and all this stuff, and I feel like I'm the only real motherfucker that does the skateboarding in wrestling and not makes it hokey. So I'm just trying to like cross promote, because like I don't want to recycle wrestling back into wrestling. I want to take like my outside, whether it's the weird shit I did for MTV or the stuff I've done in skateboarding, I want to incorporate them in wrestling as much as possible.
And what is the worst wipeout you've had because of skateboarding?
Right in front of the Space Needle, there's this sculpture. You can find the video on Tony Hawk's YouTube channel. It's called like Click to Kill, like 2-story slam. I dropped it on this big sculpture, and I totally ate shit and was eternal bleeding. And then, yeah, it was muffed up, but I kind of love that shit. So.
Do you kind of live, not for the injuries per se, but like a bit of the pain? Would you say?
Yeah.
A little?
Yeah, like I'd say that, you know, like I used to like not really care about anything when it comes to like pain, but recently I got engaged, and then like,
congratulations.
Yeah, like to Priscilla Kelly. She also wrestles, and then it kind of gave me a more of a,
I maybe gotta watch out for myself a little bit.
yeah, like she's like, don't you come home fucked up. So she was actually in Japan, like doing a tour for DDT during Mania weekend, and I got a severe concussion where I was bleeding from the brain when she was down there. So she's like, you motherfucker, I just told you not to get hurt. I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's about that. I like the pain, but it's not really fun when you're sitting in a hospital.
Yeah, of course. And you've done that a couple of times. So
Yes.
you're trying to stay away from that now as much as possible.
Yeah, so.
Well, when both of you aren't in the ring, how is that regular night off spent between you and Priscilla? Because I know you guys are wrestling, traveling so much, so how's that rare downtime spent?
No, we just do like weird shit. Like, for example, like her dad, I'm gonna pepper spray him at the wedding, and like we just want to like have like some weird like
What?
like after the whole like romantic part of the
Yeah.
wedding, we're gonna have a get contest where all the dudes spin this like wheel, and there's challenges, and they have to like do the challenge. And then I was like, hey, you know, I haven't met your father. Can I pepper spray him? He's like, hell yeah. And I was like, fuck, dude. Like, we'll pepper spray him at the wedding, and then
What a super lovely hello.
yeah, like it's gonna be nice. We have a lot of like weird challenges. We just do like weird shit. Like last week, I was wrestling in AAA for the first time, and unfortunately, I left my passport book at the house, and then I only had my passport card. So I tried to get on the plane, and they're like, "No, you need your book." And I was like, "Oh shit!" So I missed my flight, and then I called up Priscilla last second, like, we're driving to Mexico. She had no makeup, no change of clothes, and we just drove like 20 hours straight to Mexico.
Wow.
Last second, like, and then they wouldn't let us into the country because my car registration was expired, and I had my new registration back at home in Atlanta. So I was like, dude, I'm gonna miss this show, and I drove 20 hours. Like, I'm already at the border, and from the border to the show is like 2.5 hours to get there. I'm like, I'm so damn close. So let's just say I kind of snuck into Mexico. And then we were an hour into the drive to Mexico, and there was a security checkpoint with all these cops. I'm like, oh no, I'm doomed. So they're all like, permit please, because you need a permit to drive there for some reason. And like, I don't got it. And then the border cop was like, what are you in town for? I'm like, Lucha Libre. And he's all like, looks around, he's like, pay me $50 and I'll let you go. I'm like, yeah. Gave him the $50, and I made it to the show. I was up for like 30 hours straight, and I wrestled, and
Amazing.
yeah, so
Well done.
I thought I was gonna like go to a Mexican prison and
But
grind.
you are here, and it's all good.
Yeah, everything's cool, you know. So, but like that stuff keeps me going. It keeps me alive, you know.
Keeps things exciting, right?
Yeah.
Seeing that it was a 20-hour plus car ride, how do you keep yourselves entertained during that? Is just kind of like talking the whole time? Do you play music on those long drives?
Music, talking. That's about all I can do, and then just trying to be an asshole and do like stupid shit. So.
Okay.
That's
Who
about-
were some of the bands that you would play on?
Crass, like any anarcho punk from like way back like in the 70s and stuff like that, and then yeah, just I don't know if you ever heard of Crass, but like
haven't.
yeah, and then like just stuff like that,
Okay.
and then yeah, keeps me going and try to like entertain, and of course Cat Stevens too. If you listen to Cat Stevens.
Yeah.
For some reason, he kind of like mellows life out, and it's like, it's not time to make a change, and it's like, oh, okay, like maybe this ride to Mexico ain't too bad after all. So.
You just sang a little bit there. Would you classify yourself as a pretty good singer, or
No.
No, you wouldn't.
No. Well, I don't know. I like to sing, but I wouldn't pay to see me sing, you know.
Okay.
So yeah.
And how about rapping? Because I know on long car drives, for some reason, every wrestler I've interviewed, they always bring up rap. So is that something that you dabble into at all, or just
No.
as a no-go?
No go for me.
Okay.
When people start rapping in the car, I'm long gone. Like, I'll put some headphones on, I'll disappear.
Oh wow! So you have to have control of the music. Is it kind of that's how it is?
Yes and no. I just don't like rap music at all. I don't like singing about like strippers and candy canes and shit. You know. I like the real stuff that like speaks to me as a human being, and I'm like, you know, I don't like talking about women in derogatory terms and, hey yo, this girl is so bad, she's got a fat ass. Like, go screw yourself. Like, I don't know, have some respect for people. But that's about it.
Okay.
There's some good rap music though that's like intelligent, but for the most part it's like middle school bullshit. So
And if you could hang out with a band or artist for a day, which one would that be?
Henry Rollins,
Oh, that'd be cool.
by far. Henry
Yeah?
Rollins, yeah. I just like his philosophies on things, and I just like, went to a couple of his spoken words and stuff
That's
like
cool.
that. So he seems like an all-around good dude. So
Is there anything you'd want to do? Whether it's just pick his brain, maybe even like jam with him.
I just want to go on an adventure with the dude. Like, I want. He talks about going to these like crazy countries where it's like there's a risk getting your head cut off. I'm like, shit. Let's
He's
go.
up for it, right?
I'm up for it. Yeah. You know, I don't know. I just want to like live life to the fullest and do like, you know, we do like the most random stuff to just to say you did it. Like, for example, like, I drove from Tempe, Arizona to Vegas as a 5-hour car ride. And we filmed this for MTV where, like, me and my friends, we roll up the windows and took X-Lax and wore diapers and shit our pants the whole way there. And the loser, whoever rolled down the window first, lost and got smacked in the face with diapers. But no one wanted to lose, so we drove 5 hours straight shitting our pants. It was gnarly as hell. And then we got to Vegas and we had an appointment to do that bungee jumping skyscraper thingy.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't have time to really shower. So I just, like, wiped off with the towel and then did the bungee jump. And then at the end, the guy was unbuckling me and he thought I got afraid and shit my pants up there. He's like, did you, like, shit your pants? I'm like, no, I shit my pants earlier. Don't worry. He's like, what the fuck?
Many times.
Yeah, and he's like, get out of here. And I was like, stuff like that, just to say you did it. And that was for, like, MTV, and unfortunately it never aired. So, but hey,
Wow.
it's
Hey,
life
you've got the
experience.
story, right?
Yeah, life experiences there.
Is that one of the strangest things you've done for a bet? I don't know if that's strangest or grossest. Maybe both.
No, I've done.
No?
Yeah.
You gotta tell me something else that's up there.
Well, that I did personally, or like something I witnessed.
Something either.
All right. Well, something I witnessed. So at the time, I was living in Arizona, and I was going to film school down there. And then Jimmy Kimmel's cousin lived below me, and I was like, "Oh, Jimmy Kimmel's cousin, that's cool." But he's like total black sheep of the family, like alcoholic, drug addict, you name it, you know. And he's like, "Hey, you guys got any money?" And I'm like, "No, leave me alone." He's like, "You guys got any money?" I'm like, "No, leave me alone." And then he's like, "Oh, I could do a nasty challenge for you, and if you give me some money." I'm like, "What do you have?" He's like, "Well, I haven't flushed my toilet in a week, and it's like covered in like crap and piss." I'm like, "All right." Saying this, thinking that he's not gonna do it. I was like, "Put your face in and start gurgling around the water." He's like, "Okay." And I'm like, "What?" So we filmed it, and that was like pretty.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy when I saw that and stuff, you know. But besides that, like, I don't know if you've ever been to Seattle.
I have not.
There's a gum wall. It's like a local tradition down there for like all the tourists to put gum on the wall, and it's like a big alleyway in the city. Well, I licked that whole entire wall for ridiculousness. You can find it on Ridiculous. And then I like ate the sign off the wall and stuff like that. And people were like, "You know how much rats piss on that?" And I'm like, "I don't know, dude." Like, I don't know. That's probably the nastiest thing to people that are. I don't think it was that nasty because it kind of tasted good and it made my breath like taste nice because it's just gum.
Minty fresh or bubble gum?
Everything.
A combo, right?
Yeah. Mint, bubble gum, rat piss. Yeah, it was cool.
The whole works.
Mhm.
Is there anything you just wouldn't do? Like anything off?
No,
that?
no drugs. I'm straight edge. I won't touch drugs. I'm like very strict. I won't have one night stands. I hate fucking people that have one night stands and like all this like, you know, potheads. Like I hate that. Like I'd rather eat dog crap than smoke a blunt, you know. And that's the truth. Like yeah, I'm I don't know. People think that's muffed up, but
dude, I get it.
it's my jam, man. Not eating dog crap, but like
Yeah,
being straight edge,
the stuff before the dog crap.
Yeah. So.
Well, just to wrap things up, I do want to leave it with everybody who's going to be watching. Is there anything you would like to say to all of your fans?
Thanks for taking the time on me and just rock and roll. I don't know, nothing. There's nothing to say. Follow me on Twitter. I need those tweets. My grandma bought me a bunch of Twitter followers.
Did she really?
No.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that'd be cool as shit though. Like, yeah, just give me some Twitter followers because that's my life, you know. Twitter, Instagram. It's my life. It's my life source. No, I don't care.
I feel like that's another pet peeve of yours. People who are super dependent on social media, almost as like a.
I understand that you need to be.
And this, you definitely.
Yeah,
do.
I understand, but like, damn, I just wish I like didn't have to. I just like, you know, if you meet me, I just want to like talk to you. I don't want to like, I'm Darby Allin, I'm too good to talk. I'm like, dude, just like, but talk real to me. You know what I mean? I'll tell you some. You know, I just want to like be real with my fans and stuff. So I'm just like you. That's all.
Beautifully put. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, gracias.
It was my absolute pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
And remember to everybody viewing, you can visit us at aliciatoot.com for all exclusive interviews and features. See you next time.